I'm throwing a baby shower this Friday, and I want to show you how easy to make 3x3 cards using the Zetter. To begin, I'm going to have a 12x12 piece of cardstock, and I'm doing a little hybrid card making today. That means that it's digital. I printed this off using my digital studio from Stampin Up. And so the Zetter has two different blades. The first blade is a standard blade, and it cuts in 3s. And the back side blade is just one blade that cuts in half. So to get 3x3, I'm going to insert my paper, and I like to put my fingertip on the tip of it just to give it started. Run it through, and you have 12x6. Then I'm going to also run it again, because remember, this is the one that cuts in half. Going to run it again, and now I have 4x6. To get the 3x6 card, I'm going to move the adjustable guides to 3. I'm going to stick 2 of my pieces inside. Make sure it's nice and snug, and then I'm going to run it through. And there you have it. I have 4 pieces of 3x6 cards, which if I score it down the center, it'll be a perfect 3x3. So I'm making 30 of these, and that's a lot to do with just the regular cutter. So I also want to give the mom envelopes to go with it. So I'm going to cut this, and this is just white 12x12 piece of paper. I'm going to insert it into the cutter, and now I have 12x6. I need to cut it one more time. And a lot of times, if your paper is not a true 12x12, you have to kind of work it in. And now I have another 4x6. I'm going to slide that off to the side. And while I'm showing you about the Zetter, I'm going to also bring out the Ultimate Crafter Companion. Now this board gives you all kinds of different measurements to make different size cards. I am going to make a 3x3 envelope to go with my card. And this is cut by 6x6, and I'm actually going to score on C all the way around. And as you can see, I have a perfect square in the center. Then you take your scissors and you snip the triangles off or out. Then I'm going to take and crease my score lines. I must admit, this is the easiest way to make your envelopes. So I'm going to take a little adhesive and add some on both sides. Press it down flat, and then my card should be able to fit in there with plenty of room. And I'm sure the mom would be very happy to get 30 cards to send, plus the envelopes to go with it. To finish up the card, I'm going to score it on the side that I want on the outside at the 3 mark. Then I'm going to rotate it over and try to get a nice score line. I'm actually going to score it at the triangle. However, make sure that your line is lined up with the 4. And now I have an emboss edge. I'll rotate my card over, line it up against the gate, and give my crease a nice crease. Okay, now that I have the basis of my card, I'm going to use my Stampin' Up jig to line up the feet. It seems that one foot is a little off, and I need to open my card. And make sure you have the right one. I'm going to use the left foot. I'm going to stamp it in birthmark. Let me line that up again. Press firmly. And then I have the right foot as well, which I think the right foot is a little easier. Maybe because I'm right-handed. I don't know. I'm going to make sure I pick up the right foot and use my Versamark. Press down, pick up, and now I have 2 perfect baby feet. I also stamped my wording, "Thank you," on my stamp card. I'm going to Stampin' Up jig, and I'm going to line it up exactly where I want it. I'm inking my "Thank you" in Regal Rose. Now I'm going to do the embossing part. I'm going to use Stardust. Sprinkle it all over. Make sure you pour it on there nice and thick. And give a nice pluck to shake off the excess. And bring my heat gun in. Okay, now we have the perfect little 3x3 card. To finish off the card, I'm going to decorate my envelope. I'm going to ink the hand from "I'm Here" in Pretty in Pink. I'm going to stamp off, then stamp. I really wanted a very light pink. Ink again, stamp off, stamp again. So once you have the card and the envelope complete, the mom can just simply slide that in and tape the back or use a snail. Thanks for joining me.